Here we go at 180.5 pounds. The wrestler for the United States is going to be Uэйn Kattan, formerly of Syracuse University. And his opponent is a 22-year-old from the city of Voronezh, which is south of Moscow in the central European part of the Soviet Union, Alexandr Tambovev. Now, Tambovev, 22 years old. He's part of the young crew of the Soviet Union that's on his first trip to the United States. And this will be interesting. Uэйn Kattan has a reputation of being tough for Soviets to wrestle.
He is. He has a tough style. He did very well in Tbilisi. He had, I think, more wins than losses. I think he was 7-5 over there. He has a style that's really tough for them to wrestle, and we feel that he is really going to come on and be able to defeat a lot of the Soviet Union wrestlers in the future.
Tambovev. He was third in the world in 1985. He was on the World Championship team in 1985 for the Soviets. So he has plenty of experience. He split in matches to Jim Scherer, and he lost to Mark Schultz by 1 point, a great wrestler from the U.S. in 1985 in that World Championship, even though he won first place. Tambovev likes to be in tight.
Right, Kattan likes to be in on the underhook. He likes to get in on an underhook.
Boy. Can't let him in that far.
No, that was power.
That's 1-0. No exposure on the takedown, but it's 1.
Kattan's moving down from 198. So he's down at a weight that he's a good size for.
Alexander Tambovev against Uэйn Kattan. They're about the same age. Out of bounds, back to the center. The Soviet official and the match chairman
disagreed with the referee and got the point going off the mat.
So it's 2-0 in favor of the Soviets.
1 point given to Tambovev for having control while going out of bounds.
Control while going out of bounds, as Phil Hattie, who's the public address announcer here at Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa City, has said. It's 4 matches for the Soviets, 2 for the U.S. right now in the dual meet at Iowa City. Points. Tambovev took him down for the 3rd time.
Seems to me he blew his whistle and Kattan relaxed. And I think that was close there, because I think Kattan relaxed when the official's whistle blew. But he gave him 1 anyway.
So Tambovev has been able to handle Kattan rather handily here on the feet, because he's a lot of experience. Stays in and pushes, doesn't he? He keeps the drive. There's a caution being asked for by the referee, and there's agreement. So it's the first caution against Tambovev. Remember, he gets 2 for free, and the 3rd time that match is over, you're out. Kayton's going to try it on top. He gets his choice where he wants the Russian to be as they start. And clearly he doesn't feel comfortable up here.
Well, like we said, it's years and years of development right here, and it's almost as if, what do I do? And then you're going against the best in the world at the bottom, countering for the defense in the Soviet Union.
Three to nothing in favor of Tambovev. With only 20 seconds to go in the first period. The first 3-minute period, there'll be a second. Soviets lead 4-2 in the teams tally.
Action blue.
Kayton trying to duck under.
Came across with the arm there to save another point against him.
There's the end of the first period. It's 3-0 in favor of Tambovev. They go for their 1 minute of rest. And there's Rico Chiparelli, young man from the University of Iowa, where we are for this meet, and he won a national championship in the NCAA's just completed at 177 pounds.
And helped me demonstrate the basic scoring maneuvers for that demonstration tape we did on freestyle.
Now, in the World Cup Series that is wrestled each year, has been each year since 1980, this is the way the USA and the USSR have come out. There are 4 teams each year, and the USA won twice, 1980 and 1982. Those were impressive years, and they tied in the World Cup just passed. Next time they go all the way to Mongolia. It's all the way for the USA to Mongolia.
And it's not, it's a long ways still. It sounds like on the map, one might think that it's close to the Soviet Union, but it's probably like New York to Los Angeles for them, you know, or further, you know. It goes across 5 or 6 time zones. You know, that's something that's real interesting, is trips that these wrestlers take.
We're going to look at the last takedown in that first period.
He's in tight. He covers the center of the body close. Now, he didn't get the exposure, but he covered him for 1 point.
We start the second period at 180.5 pounds. We're going by pounds rather than kilos. It's actually, as you, I'm sure, can figure out, 82 kilograms. The score is 3-0 in favor of Tamboevtsev, the Soviet wrestler in the red on the right, against Uэйн Katan of the USA. Team score, Soviets 4, USA 2.
Action. Action, red.
Katan got double underhook. He's trying to throw Tamboevtsev, but doesn't seem to want to move.
Come on. Action, rouge.
Katan needs to mix it up a little more. He doesn't want to continue staying on the underhook as the only form of attack.
Now Tamboevtsev drops down to the leg and comes away with another point for a takedown. 4-0. He stayed upper level and then changed the levels beautifully.
Very nice change of levels there into that single high crotch type action with a single point.
He hasn't been able to turn Katan. Katan's handled himself well on the bottom. So it's only been 1 point at a time, but still, that's 4. Dan Gable on the left, Mark Johnson in the center, head coach Jim Humphrey of the U.S. team on the right in that last shot.
It's quite a brain trust there. The experience of Gable and Humphreys, and Mark Johnson's one of the up-and-comers in the coaching ranks, and he's wanted by both styles, Greco-Roman and freestyle. He's a real asset to the wrestling program in the United States.
So the official raised his hand, the arm with the blue on it, and that meant that he thought Katan should be cautioned. And so now Uэйн Katan has his first caution. And Tamboevtsev takes up against him, decides to put him down and try to turn him. Gut wrench, maybe? Hasn't been able to get it yet. Up he comes.
You know, we haven't seen any gut wrenches really tonight. The new rule that you can only do 1 at a time, maybe it's kind of discouraged some wrestlers from using it.
Nice heel pick by Katan for the first point he's been able to get.
And that's what he's been waiting for the whole match. And he likes to set up that heel pick from an underhook there.
Very pretty move here.
Now right there, he likes to go down to that. He had the Russian wrestler out of position, dropped down, had the head down, picked the ankle.
Picked the ankle and pushed him away, and that was it.
Action, rouge. Action, blue.
Tamboevtsev, however, leads 4-1. 4 takedowns to 1. Again, Katan tried to clear under, duck under, and again, Tamboevtsev just seems to know it's coming. Clear his head under the Soviet's arm.
Rouge. Let's see, rouge.
Is that considered a throw? No, it was not. That's a takedown for Tamboevtsev. His 5th. 5-1 as they come back to the center. You're looking at Bruce Baumgartner, the super heavyweight champion from the USA. And the Soviets are looking for somebody to beat him.
Action, blue.
You'll see him later. Again, almost a heel pick. I think Katan's going to come away with a point. 5-2.
A little too late again, though.
Yep. 14 seconds to go. Tamboevtsev is just like a rock who's sunk 6 feet deep into the ground. You're not going to turn him. And there it is. Tamboevtsev The winner for the Soviet Union at 180.5 pounds. 5-2, but again, you see promise for young Uэйn Katan.
He's just got a lot of refining to do, and this is the experience again that some of our young wrestlers really need. It's the only way to get it. And so we have now the Russian Soviet Union team 5, and the USA 2, 5-2.